XRP, such a popular token. Anyone that's new to crypto, when I speak to them, they tend to have XRP in their portfolio. You've probably got XRP in your portfolio. If you have, great news, because today we're going to focus on XRP. Yes, it's making some amazing chart patterns, and we're going to focus purely on the technicals. Yes, there's a lot of fundamentals happening. Yes, there's lower cases happening, and that can impact the price to a certain degree, but that's all factored into the mass psychology, because we are unconscious beings, and we have this thing called the brain, and we act unconsciously, and the markets, the price action actually represents the mass psychology of fear and greed, optimism and pessimism, and that's what we're going to focus on today. So if you like today's video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I'm going to bring you more and more value as time goes on. I'm Jagir. I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Phenomenal book. I got this real pretty picture of myself at the back. Check that out. And I was at my friend's wedding. That was that picture. I've also been trading currencies for over 15 years, and I bring that knowledge and wisdom to crypto. I love crypto. And I was featured in this best-selling book in 2008, High Probability Trading Strategies. Phenomenal book. Phenomenal. I love it. But today we're going to focus on you, and we're going to focus on XRP. So let's keep it simple. Right, momentum on the weekly. Let's just jump to a weekly chart first of all. Weekly chart, what I'm going to focus on, the pattern's not clear, right? It's kind of clear, but not that clear, right? When we look at the weekly chart, and we don't want to force a wave count just for the sake of forcing a wave count. The purpose of technical analysis is to give us information to help us make objective, high probability buying and selling decisions to maximize our profits. Because we're in the business of making money. We're not in the business of being right. And sometimes when we don't need to get analytical about Elliott Wave, we're not Elliott Wave academics, we're just Elliott Wave and Fibonacci traders, well I am anyway, and I want to bring that knowledge to you. But the thing I want to focus on the weekly chart is this. If I can zoom in. Alright, so I'm going to make it nice and big so it's nice and clear for you to say this measures the momentum. It's a strong momentum indicator, and when the blue line crosses the red line from the down, it says we should be more focused on upside movements, right? So that's happening on a weekly, which is like a larger time frame. So it gives us more of the macro feel. And remember that quote, the trend is your friend. You want to ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. And this momentum tells us, oh, you should see the trend being more towards the upside. Oh, by the way, if you haven't taken my free crypto trading masterclass, it's in the link below. It's free, and I cover what Elliott Wave is one of the 3 secrets, and I cover that in quite a lot of depth. And once you can understand the basics, you get more from it. So let's just jump and keep the focus on the daily chart next. So on the daily chart, deliberately I haven't put a wave count on this subdivision of this wave. You know, we can do it like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Because the market's unfolded, it's not going to give us that much valuable information. What we can be confident with is we've got a low down here. Like, this is a clear low, and this is a very clear high. And we can just label that as a nice move to the upside, and it's a wave 1. What I want to really focus on is this. I'm going to make it a bit bigger actually. Let's just change this to intermediate, which means the letters just become bigger. And we're seeing this nice movement of a nice A, B, C, textbook, right? And it's hit, if you look at the closing price, which means where the bar ends, this is called a candlestick, which has a wick, which means the price went right the way down, and then it came back up and it closed at that point. So we can actually make it a bit clearer and use a line chart. So sometimes it just makes it cleaner and cleaner, or clearer to see that this is the low, and we projected this in advance, or you can often project it in advance. So what I'm seeing this as is a nice wave, a high probability wave 2 low. We're on a daily chart. So what do you anticipate after a wave 2 low? Well, it's going to be a wave 3. So let's just go back to a candlestick chart so we're nice and clean and clear. So typically what we're anticipating is, if I pull it up, boom, a wave 3 means all-time new highs, right? Which means we should exceed this wave 1 high, right? But someone was asking me the other day, I think, can't remember who it was, you know who you are, XRP. They said someone quoted them that XRP is likely to get to $27. I was like, geez, $27, that's a big move. I was like, maybe eventually in the next 5 years, but maybe not in this bull run. Why? Because typical wave 3 price target is 1.618 of wave 1. So what I've done here is I've measured wave 1, the low to this high, and projected it forward from this wave 2. And the line that I get, or the price that I get, is $3.55 as the typical minimum wave 3 target. And then if a wave 3 overextends, the next price target is actually 2.618, which is a Fibonacci ratio. And it has a relationship to the 1.618 golden mean, which all just measures mass psychology. So that would be $5.45. especially the next 3 to 6 months. I would be very surprised if it exceeded that. But if it does, I mean, as the market data unfolds, we'll get more information, but we'll probably see a 30 to 40% pullback before we see further movements to the upside. So there you have it, XRP. So what we're looking for next, we're looking for high probability setups. So normally just go to a lower time frame and we want to see for high probability setups. There's a few different entry strategies. I actually cover them in my advanced courses. But before you even consider doing any of my advanced courses, take my free crypto trading masterclass, because I covered my top 3 secrets. And one of them is Elliott Wave theory, which is what we're talking about here, which actually measures. I love it because it allows us to see psychology. And psychology is normally invisible, right? Because psychology is thoughts, fear, greed, and all the rest. So I'm trying to do a new thing, right? So I'm going to finish today's video. Subscribe, like, hit the like, bell notification. You know the cue by now. Take my crypto trading masterclass. Then I want to think of my quotes. I want you to help me. Should I finish with the same quote every time, or should I finish with a new quote every time? So let's just think. Here we go. This is one of my favorites. This was from over 10, 15 years ago. One of my favorites. If you want to experience the ocean, you must first build the courage to leave shore.